afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. That's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm guessing that I don't know what Kyle is talking about.
Oh yeah, this morning you guys were going to start and then something happened and they weren't able to do the morning show.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I'm sorry, you guys, that our three-show Tuesday got sidetracked. And so, but now you have Becca and I, and we're going to talk about Disney merchandise. So I'm Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and our site manager, Rebecca Burbank, is with me to make sure that we keep y'all informed on what's happening in that world of Disney merchandise. Where are we starting, Becca?
We're starting at Shop Disney, and for a limited time, they're having a sale in their Halloween shop, and you can save 20% on purchases of $75 or more. So as long as your cart value is $75 before tax, you're going to get an automatic 20% off with the code EEK, EEK. So yeah, we've gathered up a whole bunch of different costumes that applies to accessories, some apparel, some decor, and everything that's in our article qualifies for the discount. So not everything in the Halloween shop is part of the sale, but they do label it pretty clearly as you're scrolling through. So
you can see it right here amongst
yes.
On the page itself, but that similar visual will appear on the pages as you're looking through Shop Disney. I grabbed a few items that caught my eye in Becca's list. One of them was this inflatable costume of Baymax.
Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. And I think it's great if you're doing like a group costume too, right? You know, like this is going to be the hardest thing. You can kind of do your own costume for Hero. You can kind of do your own Honey Lemon and Wasabi, but Baymax, you're going to have to be a little bit more creative, I think.
By the way, Kyle, Manassas is coming in and talking about a Freaky Friday 2, 2025. Is that an official thing? Kyle, Becca's husband, is our editor here, so I rely on him to keep things 100. So let me know. Let's see. Geo thinks that Baymax actually looks like a nice version of Pennywise here with a tiny balloon.
There
Wow,
you go.
dark,
He's reformed. You could do your own take on it, and yeah.
Parrot Head, hi. How you doing?
Hey.
Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you encouraging people to smash that like button. We don't say that enough because I feel silly, but it is helpful. We do appreciate it. I'm gonna skip over David's very thoughtful comment, but I'll let y'all read that over on Facebook. We've got some reversible placemats, some Ahsoka Tano stuff. Oh, counting down. Tonight's the night, Becca.
Yeah, another episode, and it's what the mid-season fan event. Not in my area. There's nothing happening here, but
yeah, I had to give up my ticket because it starts at 5, and I knew I wouldn't be able to do this and do that. But yeah, the mega episode, large, long length episode. Dave Filoni directing, as I recall. So yeah, super excited for what's going to happen in that world of Star Wars this evening. Let's see, Mickey up for a scare with this Halloween throw. Yeah. So once again, as Becca mentioned, 20% off a variety of the Halloween items when your cart is $75 or more with this code EEK. Is this something that I could find in the Burbank home? An incense holder with this kind of creepy skeleton coming out from the cemetery?
I mean, I don't hate it. I think I would probably wind up getting the cocktail glasses over the figurine, because I would actually, like, I know figurines are on display, but I feel like I would actually have a purpose and use for the cocktail glasses, and this would just be like, oh, it's kind of nice to have. So
no, but I have a job. I have to do it. Let's see. We've got Lilo and Stitch, The Incredibles, Disney and Pixar stuff coming to HalloweenCostumes.com.
Yes, this is a sibling site to fun.com. So that's why we're featuring this. And they have some really creative, exclusive Disney designs. So these are licensed, and you're not going to find these exact designs anywhere else. Sure, you'll see Stitch costumes in other places, but or even some Toy Story, but this is exclusive to HalloweenCostumes.com. And I think they have some really great looking outfits.
That's impressive.
Interesting styles too, and a lot of the stuff is available in multiple sizes. So you've got some stuff for babies, toddlers, kids, and then you also have adults and you have plus sizes. So you can really do the group costume or like a, parent child costume. There's a lot of options here.
It's a Gus Gus.
Don't
It
think
is really a Gus Gus costume. Yes, it is. Look, check it out. Here he is from behind.
Yeah.
Here he is from the side. There's even a little bit of punch there.
Yeah.
I like how my pal Jeff points out that him purchasing this Carl costume would be redundant. So there you go. Yeah. Some people just don't need the costume. It's just their natural being. How adorable is this little Sully?
It's so cute. So yeah, you could have little Sully. They have some accessory pieces if you wanted to be like Celia. And so you could do Mike and Celia with your little baby Sully. I mean, you could have so much fun with these.
Yep. Oh, this was my favorite when I was looking through your list. Perry the Platypus. I am a fan of Perry and Phineas and Ferb. So there you go. So these are over at HalloweenCostumes.com. We'll have a link down below.
Mm-hmm.
So as we many of the links that we share today, they are affiliates. And so we do receive an affiliate commission when you purchase through those links, which means no additional cost to you, but a few dollars make their way to us, which help pay the bills around here. And we appreciate your support as always so that we can continue to bring you this kind of information. Let's see over at ColourPop. It's Halloween over there as well for cosmetics.
Yes. Yeah, we've got Haunted Mansion here. And what's cool about this collection is their the Madame Leota glitter gel actually glows in the dark. So this is a first for them. It looks like it is sold out right now, but a lot of the items at ColourPop do get restocked. And they've got that like notify me button. So you haven't missed out yet because they like to bring their stuff back in stock. But how cool is that?
So check out, you can see in their video, you can see how it shimmers on the body without the lights off. And then once those lights are off, then you're just going to glow.
And what's cool about their glitter gels is that they have it's a gel and a glitter, so you don't even need any type of other adhesive. Like you can use this as it is. It's not like you're going to have to get creative with how you apply it.
And as always, this palette is not as vivacious as I feel like we usually see with ColourPop. It does have a lot more like natural hues along with these really bright pops of color. But a lot of time with their Disney palettes, they're really going in that kind of bold color. So I like this, that it's the Disney, but yet it's got, like I say, for me, a little bit more natural with then the pops of color available. I'm going to say hello to Steven, and I'm going to say hello to Sonia.
Sonia, thanks for joining us. I do think with the color palette like this, it's almost, it feels true to the attraction as well. So, you know, like there's not a lot of bright colors on the ride. And I think this is, you know, yeah, it keeps true to the attraction.
Their names are not as much fun. Those of you who follow, if you see me looking way over here, it's because my screen with that you're seeing in front is off to the side here. But it's not, the names are a little bit more generic. We've got the Attic, Ghost Host, Portrait Chamber, I think it says, Seance Circle. So not particularly, not particularly, I don't know, creative naming there. Let's see, my husband wants me to say hello to him. I said hello to you this morning before you left for work, but I guess I'll say hello again now. Hello. David, cosmetics are regulated, so I'm assuming that they've gone through all those appropriate channels regarding their usage. But yeah, putting something that glows in the dark on your skin, yeah, I can see how that might not be everybody's thing. But I love it. I'm trying to decide if I would do this or not, because I don't wear a lot of makeup. But this seems like it would be fun, especially if you're planning a trip to the parks,
Mhm.
because you could
I
like
would think so
all those
too.
dark rides. That could
Right?
that could be fun to have something that's kind of glows, not only just the black light idea, but just kind of actually glows when you're there.
What I remember as a teenager, when we would go to amusement parks or places that we knew would have black lights, like, I would purposely try to pick shirts that had white in it or had like, enough so that I could experience that awesome, like, black light glow.
Yep.
I know, it's silly, but that was, like, a thing that I was concerned about.
Oh no, when growing up in Southern California, I had a T-shirt. It was a white tee, and it was Minnie Mouse laying on the hood of a classic bright, like fluorescent pink convertible. And all of the colors in it were those colors that react beautifully with the UV black light dynamic. And so, yeah, so it was the white T-shirt with those really bright pops of color with Minnie and her friends. And that was my favorite shirt to wear when we go to the parks. And as Doobie points out, we used to have hand stamp fights. So what would happen
Oh.
is, for those of you who don't know, long time ago when you would leave the park, if you wanted to re-enter, you'd have to get a hand stamp. And then they'd have one of those little black lights that then you put your hand under and then it would show, and then they would know that you had been in before and you could come back. Well, as soon as your hand would be stamped, right, it's still kind of damp. And so we'd smack each other like in the face or on the arms or whatever. And then when you went on the dark ride later as a crew, you could see who kind of got nailed the most within the group by kind of how many splotches they ended up having all over them. So yeah, so that's yeah, that's what was going on. And as Cal points out, long time ago, 2017. Okay, so there you go. 6 years ago, they were still doing
Still
handstands. I didn't think it
still
lasted that long.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. And as Jeff points out, it would reveal the day's top secret hand stamp. Yeah,
Mhm.
sometimes I'm trying to remember what some of them were. I'm sure Doobie will recall. Maybe you and Kyle remember what some of the words would be that they'd stamp on your hand when you would leave. I can't remember one. I can't even think of one right now. And I used to go to the park every day,
Oh.
and I can't come up with one thing that got stamped on my hand in all those years. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Doobie comes in. Bambi, Thumper. You're right. Porky, no,
Porky
not
Pig.
Porky Pig. Bambi Thumper. Yeah, that's right. I
Which
think
one doesn't belong?
I think Dumbo may have been one periodically too. Maybe Dopey. Okay. Speaking of glowing, oh Becca, I sent this over to you because I jumped up and down when I saw this.
Did you get one?
I haven't yet. I'm still trying to decide if I honestly, I'm trying to decide if I would ever
I
use
know.
it. No, because here's the reason why I'm hesitant. I love this idea. Okay, so this is from over at Buckle Down, and it is a light up bag, but it's clear. I think if it wasn't clear, I think they might have had me immediately. If it would
Mhm.
have been like the edging on just a standard purse, so during the day it just looked like a normal purse, but then at night I'd have this glow edging. I think I would have, they would have got me right away. But with it being the clear purse, I don't have a need. I'm not going to places where I need to have the clear purse. So even though this glow is so cool, I'm not sure they're going to get me. But it's an 8-inch by 3-inch, so it's not a very big purse. But how about you, Becca? Is this something that may find its way into your collection?
Not right now. Again, like you, I don't have a lot of places where I'm going that requires like a clear or see-through
Yeah.
bag to make sure that everything you have in there is appropriate for the venue. But I do like this idea. I would probably wind up with one of the blue ones. So either R2D2 or Stitch. Probably R2D2, but possibly Stitch because I really like that blue glow. I think that's so
Yes.
pretty.
Yeah, 100%. I love this. It's like an EL wire that you
Mhm.
can find that you can use. I actually have a set of EL wire here at the house that I want to use to line my son's droid bag that he when he
Nice.
made his droid. I'm planning to use it for that. But these are over at Buckle Down. So if you're looking for a small crossbody bag, it's a clear bag. So seems to me like it's a good for, I'm guessing like club environment. This feels like a very nice like club nightlife environment, especially if you're looking at venues where a clear bag will make it easier in regards to security.
Yeah, I think stadiums sometimes too, and like concert venues. So yeah.
Over at Rock Love, they are bringing a Moana collection.
It's coming on Thursday, so we're a couple days from now, 2 days from now at 9 a.m. Pacific. But this is a really pretty collection, and the lucky folks at Destination D23 already got to shop some of these styles.
Oh, wonderful!
Yeah. But this is inspired, of course, by Moana, and then you can see there we had Maui's hook. We've got her swirl wave there. There's also a ring that's going to match with that. I like the ombre, hey, and Pua.
Oh, adding to the collection of sculpts that they have done over there at Rock Love. If you haven't had a chance to see the artisan work that they have with their pendants, whether it's these or the articulated Pixar lamp or articulated R2-D2, just really beautiful workmanship within the pendants over there at Rock Love. I own several pieces from them, 2 lightsaber hilts. Very, very much in love with the Rock Love. In fact, this piece is now on my wish list.
Which one?
I love Plumeria, and these earrings are,
okay.
are really yeah. So and the pendant as well with the ocean is calling. It's a 3-piece set there. But oh wow, yeah, no, this is the one that jumped out at me, caught my eye. And then Becca, later this season for the holidays, they're doing carved agate. They're bringing the Eye of Tafiti to life in a Moana locket. Wow.
Yeah, I think this is going to be gorgeous. I'm excited to see more about this. But I'm glad that they revealed that this is part of the collection, because it does feel like something that should be part of a Moana collection. But as they're saying, they take like painstaking care to make sure everything's just detailed and like ethically sourced and all of that. So they want to provide everyone with like a beautiful locket, beautiful necklace. And so it's going to take a little bit longer to get this to people, but it should be here for the holidays. So I'm excited about that.
And let's see, David is well familiar with EL Wire, made a Tron jacket, made with Magic Nighttime Spectacular Lighting. Oh, that's cool. So it kind of plays along with the entertainment there. Your husband apparently lived on agate, but learned it was pronounced agate.
I did not. Well, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. If you are a chef and you have been looking for cookware and you are a Disney fan, apparently you need to make your way over to Williams-Sonoma. Look at that. It's Pluto.
Yes.
He's so cute. I'm sorry, but he is adorable.
He is adorable. Yeah. No, this is really cute. This is copper cookware. I want to say it's Rafani. Does that sound right to you?
I would go with that phonetically. Yes.
So yeah, Disney 100 by Rafani, and this is part of Williams-Sonoma's line of copper cookware, and these are handcrafted. These are made in Italy, so you know that there's a lot of, again, care and detail going into creating these. I haven't cooked with copper, at least not in a long time, but it's supposed to be really, really great at like the heat retention and temperature control. So you're yeah, so we've got the Fab 5 on a variety of items here, and you can get each individually or you can get the whole set. They're calling it a 9-piece set, so it's 4 pots, 4 lids, and then that tool holder there with Goofy on it. But yeah, some really, really interesting, really beautiful cookware. Probably not something that will be making its way to my home, but
I say this is a limited edition, high end. We're talking, Williams Williams-Sonoma deals in higher end merchandise and cookware. So what's the price on that limited edition set, Becca?
The set is like $2,300
Yeah.
or $2,350. I think it's on sale for $2,300 right now, but yeah, it's gonna set you back a little bit. Although it could be a great gift for someone who you know is a chef, or maybe someone getting married, and this is they wouldn't maybe buy something like this for themselves, but
Yep. There
yeah.
you go. So check that out over at Williams-Sonoma, especially if you are a Disney fan and have been looking for a high-end copper cookware set. By the way, Kidder pointing out that the OG Country Bear Jamboree is still over in Tokyo because we've heard that changes are coming to Walt Disney World. They announced that
Yes.
at the Destination D23 event over the weekend. If you are new to Laughing Place, be sure to check out the videos that we have, because we have lots of coverage from the event. We actually had a couple of our team in attendance, and then the rest of the team was on the news desk churning out articles based upon the announcements happening at the event. And you can find all that coverage here on Laughing Place. It was on our Twitter, it was on our Instagram as well. So be sure and take a peek at all that. I am excited. I cannot believe that when they made an announcement about the Country Bears, it was not that it was going away.
I
I'll
think
be
that's
honest.
true.
So
Yes.
I love it, but I have always been concerned that it may not always be in Florida. I already said goodbye to it in California. Was actually there during its last days of performing, and it's a favorite of mine. So yeah, so I'm just happy it's still sticking around. And speaking of bears,
Yes.
the one who always has a rumbly in his tumbly is featured on some new baby clothing.
Yeah, this is a Janie and Jack collection, and it's super sweet. It's all like Rebecca said, it's baby clothing. Usually they do stuff for kids as well, but this time it's just a baby collection, and you've got kind of these nostalgic prints here of the 100 Acre Wood and Winnie the Pooh and his pals. I think it's so sweet. And I also love when we give we put babies in, yeah, a onesie here, but we're going to give it a little collar. So they look just a little bit,
Right?
a little bit older. They're dressing like their parents.
Yep, just a little bit. And they've got a little pair of socks with Pooh's face. And I love this map of 100 Acre Wood as well.
Yeah, and there's some cute sets if you yeah, you can buy them separately, or you can get it's like a sweater bodysuit, or that bodysuit that we just looked at. So really, really adorable. I think it's a great way to start kids on their Disney collection, right?
100%. And that's Janie and Jack. Box Lunch also has a variety of Winnie the Pooh items that they've unveiled during this fall season.
Yeah, we've got some fall and some winter looks. I'm every time I go on Box Lunch, I'm surprised at what I can find. The stuff doesn't stick around very long, but it's always really, really cool. Like this, where Pooh is in a variety of Halloween costumes. Just, something fun, right?
Yes, and here he is, dressed as I would say dressed as the Cowardly Lion.
Oh, for sure.
Getting ready to go trick or treating. So,
yeah.
That's very much what comes to mind as soon as I saw that particular bag. Now, is that a Loungefly? Yeah, that was a Loungefly. Okay.
It's a Loungefly. It's not an exclusive design for Box Lunch, but it is something that you can get there.
This pin collection as well with your favorite 100 Acre Wood pals. Oh, this one, little hoodie with the ears on it.
Yeah, for kids, it's adorable. And then some looks for baby as well. So the whole family can get in on the Winnie the Pooh.
And this particular Pooh that we see right here, he reflects the designs that we're seeing in this new Disney Junior short series, Playtime. So you've got a little bit of that different look, Winnie the Pooh with this particular item. And then I thought this was interesting with the cherry blossom, the sakura representation there for Winnie the Pooh. Is this a Funko or
It's a Funko plush, and it's actually a Box Lunch exclusive. It looks to me more baby or like, something for the nursery, but it isn't explicitly that.
Right.
So I grouped it with the baby stuff, but yeah, I think this is really sweet.
Some socks, this is a honeycomb, honeycomb print on the lounge fly. And then, as Becca said, we're beginning to see winter items begin to appear as well.
Yeah, this sweater actually lights up. You can't tell from there, but there's like a string of lights over Tigger's hands that will light up. So that's kind of fun. And then I thought this was adorable. He's making a snow angel.
Oh, that is precious.
And I like that he's just wearing a shirt and he's got gloves and a scarf on, but no boots, nothing for his ears.
It looks as though I can pull on that cord and his arms will move, Becca.
I think you might be right.
And so you would actually end up with like a little puppeteer element of the snow angel wings being made right there. Oh, that is precious. And then, of course, your Christmas stocking as well. So lots of Winnie the Pooh fun over at Box Lunch. So let's see. Has the copyright expiration of Winnie the Pooh impacted the merchandise market with unlicensed Pooh products? I think we're seeing Winnie the Pooh kind of represented in ways we wouldn't have necessarily seen not too long ago, like the film that came out last year. And I'm sure that there's so in that way, for sure, yeah. but beyond that, I haven't noticed quite yet. That how about you, Becca?
I would agree with that. I think it's also the A.A. Milne version versus the Disney version. So right now I think the Disney style Pooh is still very much what we know and not quite open to interpretation.
Exactly. Becca has gathered up some winter decor from Shop Disney.
So the Homestead Collection, something that they always have at Shop Disney. Now we're kind of getting into the winter season and some Christmas styles, some of the newer designs for the later part of the year. I think this is, I really like that. And I really like the simplicity and kind of the homespun look of this wreath. You can also get, of course, a stocking. And again, I like that this is simplistic. It's not over the top. It's Disney, but it's not like, super loud about it. There's table runner there, and we saw that tree skirt. These bowls, or this bowl set is really interesting color selection too. It's not quite Christmassy, but it's not entirely fall, but it feels like it's going to transition through the two seasons there.
And you're not embracing those bold cartoon-esque colors. You're looking more at deeper reds and mustard yellows as opposed to what we have often seen in the past in regards to homewares when it came to Disney items. So a nice transition that we're beginning to see more and more within the merchandise market in regards to bringing Disney into the house. Are you a fan of this, where they substitute the home with the O and home with the castle?
Not particularly.
Yeah,
and I mean this across the board with a lot of other things, like with love or, anything else, because it doesn't quite work for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm there too. And the silhouette of it is more an A for me than an O. So
yeah, I'm like ham.
Right? Yeah. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't quite. I mean, I like it. No, I don't. No, I'll take it back. I'm not a fan. I don't have to be a fan of everything. If I was, I would have no space in my house.
No, exactly.
Right? And then there's some kitchen towels as well. So a nice variety of items coming to the homeware area of Shop Disney. Oh, is this a bathroom rug?
It's a throw pillow.
Oh, throw pillow.
But yeah, a bathroom rug would be, I would be all for that.
Yeah, no, I want a bathroom rug, but okay, floor pillow. That's good. Oh, A
And it kind
snuggly robe.
of
Ooh.
which from afar, it just looks like a regular robe, but there are the Mickey silhouettes on
Yep.
there in a little bit. It's a little darker color, so they're definitely defined.
Yep. We are now moving into that world of Marvel. Becca, you know I am not as big of a Marvel head as you are, so you'll have to walk me through what's going on from the Marvel HasLab.
Yes, this is a new crowdfunded project. This is a giant man figure. And this figure is part of that 6-inch scale Marvel Legends line, but he's going to reach an astonishing 24 inches or 2 feet tall. He has 91 points of articulation. And yeah, you can see there we've got a regular 6-inch figure of Captain America and Giant Man right next to him. So this is not available yet. This is one of the HasLab projects, which is, of course, crowdfunded. So if they get enough backers, then they'll go into production. Right now, they're trying to reach 10,000 backers in order to begin production. If they get to 12,000, they're going to have a Marvel Zombies faceplate. If they get to 14,000, then they're going to add a Secret Invasion scroll head. But yes, and that's our scroll version right there. So it's $199 or $199.99. So $200. And funding is open now through October 23rd. They previewed it at Destination D23. So they always do make one or two to show off to folks. So you kind of get the idea of what you could own, but they won't mass produce this until they reach their minimum backers. So yeah.
Cool. Very big.
But HasLab has been pretty successful. They have a list of all of the different Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, and Marvel HasLab projects that they've had. And not all of them, but I would say probably 60% of them have gone into production.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. They recently just reached their actually they reached all of their stretch goals for the Ghost, the from Star Wars, from
Okay.
Rebels. So all of those, yeah, they're going to have all the figures and the ship, and then it's pretty exciting.
And I'm sure Mike Celestino has been keeping people informed of that. He's our Star Wars correspondent. You can find him here on our Laughing Place YouTube channel with his Who's the Boss pod. You can also obviously find that podcast wherever your whatever podcast catcher you use. And his Instagram, Who's the Boss pod, is also very lively with Star Wars news and information. And moving into that world of Star Wars, there have been some announcements of figures related to the Ahsoka series coming to that Hasbro Black series line, the Assassin droid, and Ahsoka herself are available as a 2-piece collection over at Amazon, right?
Yes, Amazon exclusive. This is the carbonized collection, so they have kind of like a shiny finish to them. We have seen Ahsoka in the Black Series line before, but this is, of course, the carbonized collection. And then, yeah, also the fact that we've got the HK-97 Assassin droid. It's pretty cool. I love the detail that Hasbro puts into their action figures. And this is something that, I mean, it's a collector piece, so you're going to spend a little bit. I think this is $60. Yeah, $60. But it's like not out of reach. It's not something that, at least for me, for my budget, I could see myself, I'm not going to, but I could see myself spending $60 on something like this if that was,
right.
If these were my favorite characters.
And I'm sure these will find their way to Mike Celestino's well-decorated shelves there in his apartment. Also within the world of Star Wars, Mike played with the Lego Star Wars Young Jedi set. I believe that this was sent to him for an unboxing from the team there. And I'll let you share some more information about this as we watch Mike play with the set.
Yeah, this is great because this is a set that kids and adults can enjoy. This is for ages 4 and up. Something that I think they debuted it on Star Wars Day, but we're taking a look at it right now. And yeah, you get a couple of different minifigures. He's pointing out that you've got bunk beds on the back there. This comes with Yoda. Is it Lise Soleil and Kai Brightstar from the Young Jedi? The Young Jedi Adventures.
One of the things that I know that Mike really appreciated about this set is that the items, like you see that Jedi insignia on the temple wall, it is printed onto the Lego block rather than being a decal that you have to then affix. And he really liked that aspect of the set. I think the disappointment is that it doesn't include the little bear guy who name is escaping me.
Is it Nubs?
Yes, it doesn't have Nubs. And so that was a disappointment for Mike, but overall he came away with talking very, very beautifully about the my Slack just popped up and it said it was from Mike Z, and I was worried that I was getting something wrong, but no, he was just commenting on something else to the team. So I apologize for getting momentarily distracted there. So that is available from Lego. As always, the merchandise that we've been showcasing will be featured down below in the link. So we appreciate you taking a peek at those items. During the Destination D23, people got to take a look at the new line of bags. Lug was a sponsor of Destination D23, and they unveiled a variety of character-themed bags that will be making their way online, and I suspect to the resort, or maybe it's to the resort and I suspect online. And I know we'll have more information about that on the site. We may already have information about that, Becca. I can't recall.
I don't have anything individually about that, but I know we do have a Destination D23 merchandise roundup covering everything that our team saw at Destination D23, and there was so much. There's so much, and we have some fantastic photos. So if you want to see what those look like, the lug bags and everything else that was made available, we've got a post on the site.
Jeremiah spoke to me a little bit about it because they were given lug, the D23 guests were each given a piece of lug. I don't know if it's luggage because it's more of a backpack, so I don't think of that as luggage. But and he was raving about its usability. He's very excited by what he got to try out with it. I was trying to pull up a picture for all of you in case you hadn't seen that yet. But here is a look at the items. There you go. Some of the items in the collection. The bag that they seem to have received was this larger backpack, has numerous pockets, which I know a lot of people really appreciate and love. I'll be honest. When it comes to theme park travel, I shy away from bags with lots of pockets just because I don't like the way it takes up time with security. But, that's just personal taste for me. But so there you go. So I know that Gio, in the comments, you're asking for pricing. Let me see if I can pull up right here while we're looking. This is Shop Collection, Park Day Essentials. I'll see if we can pull up a specific item and look and see what the cost is on that. We'll look at this shorty backpack because it's kind of similar in size and look to a Loungefly. So let's check it out. We'll do that right here if my computer will cooperate, because part of the reason why we were a little late coming today is because my computer has decided that it wants to be really, 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 really sluggish today. So there you go. So their price point is $85 on that shorty backpack. So it's a little bit more than your Loungefly. What are those, about $75 nowadays, Becca?
Anywhere between $70 and $90, I see, depending on what what style you're getting, or if it's exclusive to a park or some type of special theming. So yeah,
So
somewhere kind of in that same range.
So you can see the size there. One of the things I noticed in the visuals, because I wasn't at the D23 event, is that I'm gonna actually snag one from our CEO when he gets back into town, and try and bring it so I can showcase it to y'all, kind of, and give you my perception with it in my hands. But just kind of looking at it, like I say, a lot more pockets than
Mm-hmm.
you get with the Loungefly. The side pocket especially seems to be specifically meant for water bottle usage, unlike the Loungefly, which can accommodate at times, but don't seem to be specifically kind of geared towards that usage. And then the straps, the backpack straps on this seem to be more cushioned
Mm-hmm.
than the Loungefly. So like I say, I'm gonna try and snag for some show and tell for y'all the lug backpack. I'm going to say a quick hi. Hi, Noah. Nice to meet you too. We're just wrapping up here. We've been talking about some of the latest Disney merchandise that our team has showcased on Laughing Place over the past few days. Laughing Place is a website for all things Disney. We have regular updates throughout the day, showcasing all the happenings within the Disney company, whether it is at the theme parks, the movies, the TV, the world of Star Wars, the world of Marvel. You'll find it right here. And each week here at 4 o'clock on Tuesdays, Becca and I talk about merchandise.
Yes,
So
we do.
yep, that's what's happening over here. Let's see, Becca. Because my computer was slow, I do not have a sensational 7 for everyone this week. But I will grab your shopping list.
Yep, and you can all guess we've got Pintastic Tuesday. So we've got some Star Wars Bounty Hunter pins that are part of this week's drop, and then lots of stuff at Shop Disney. In addition to the Homestead collection that we looked at earlier, they also introduced the first of their Christmas collection. So we don't quite have Spirit jerseys and Crocs yet, and Disney and Mickey ears, but those the first items are starting to arrive. So there's some fun decor and some family pajamas. The whole family can have matching pajamas for Christmas. Shop Disney also has Christmas figurines from Enesco, Jim Shore. I don't remember. Is it Department? I forget what the name of it is. There's some Department 65 or something like that, and a couple of other interesting manufacturers with some really cute figurines. Over at Entertainment Earth, they've got buy one get one 40% off monogram. So some magnets and bag clips, keychains, that kind of thing in Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, or Pixar. Some fun stuff there. Over at Hot Topic, we did a spotlight on Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So there's some merchandise there for everyone. You might want to check that out. And then we talked a little bit about Box Lunch earlier today, but we've also got some of their exclusive bags, some Loungefly, some Our Universe, some Her Universe, some fun exclusives from all over the Disney the Disney world. And then over at Bobble Bar, they have some Disney villain bag charms. So that glow in the dark, gotta have that glow element. And then we've looked at some Halloween Funko Pop and Halloween Loungefly as we're getting ready for the spooky season. Today we found out that the next chapter in the Disney Lorcana series is going to be called Rise of the Floodborn. So that's those cards will be coming later this year. And then they also have a special Disney 100 collection with 6 individual cards and some booster packs. And then finally, we talked about Destination D23 merchandise. But yeah, please go check out that article because our team got some really, really great photos. There's so much to see.
The one thing I would like to showcase is over at Shop Disney, there are 2 Ringer t-shirts right now that are only $15. Usually they're priced at $29.99 and they are on markdown. One is for Disneyland, and then they have one for Walt Disney World. Disneyland says happiest place on earth. Walt Disney World says most magical place on earth. So if you are someone who enjoys Disney t-shirts, take a peek at those, because like I say, $15 over at Shop Disney, not a price you tend to see um, for a t-shirt.
Yes.
You're usually looking at 30. So the significant low price there. And when I looked, they still had extra small all the way through a 2XL available on both of those. So a wide variety of sizes available. Let's see, tonight here on Disney Trivia Live, apparently Beware of the Randomizer is happening. That's our Disney trivia show hosted by my husband and our son, and you can compete. You can have a little fun playing head to head. You get the question right, you get points. You get the question right and answer quickly, you get more points. So that's the way it works around there. So hopefully you'll stop by, check that out. 7:30 tonight. I'm hoping my husband gets home on time from work so that we can fit in Ahsoka before he has to host Disney Trivia Live. Otherwise, I will be impatiently waiting until trivia is done. So that's it for us here at Barely Necessities. Tune in tonight for Disney Trivia Live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Becca's husband and my husband will be bringing you the latest in the Disney news world there. So they, yeah, lots of fun ahead. So we'll see you all next time. Bye.